get this thing started. BYU about to kick it off as we get this game started. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Crimson Tide offense takes the field to start things off. Last time we saw these guys, they came out firing. They were up to any challenge offered by the secondary. Any suggestions on how to prevent that from happening again this week, Dave?
And it's tough to have that great of a QB and that great of a wide receiver, but you definitely have to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Jam him. Mess up the timing. Their chemistry and timing with this elite QB and elite receiver is really good. Jesse, I got to mess it up somehow.
And you just have to take calculated risks, right? Every defensive coordinator wants to be aggressive, and you want to press him and play press man, but you can only do it a handful of times because you know in this game, when the quarterback sees that isolated matchup, there is no question he's going to take a shot deep down the field to that guy.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. They'll ride the hot hand. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Dampier. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Unloads to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
3rd down coming up, and the Cougar faithful are doing everything they can to help out this team. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He'll field the punt and take it back. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. So BYU's offense taking the field for a chance. We have to see them today. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Hillstead. Throws to the wideout. Complete in the middle. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
And if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down.
1st down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. From the one, it's first and goal as they try to open the scoring here. The give. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, BYU!
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25.
Delay of game. Offense.
The delay of game pushes the offense back. Bunch formation for these receivers. To throw, it's Dampier. Got it in the middle, it's Williams. Breaks into the open. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's first down again. Caught in the backfield. It's Lemon. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the tight end.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Wants to keep it in the air. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
Sometimes a quarterback just needs to turn the ball loose. It was like he tried to guide that one in, and it disrupted the timing. Yeah, and just like in basketball, when you shoot a shot, you start trying to aim it, you really miss. You know, quarterbacks, they got to quickly be able to recognize, do I need to fire it? Do I need to put a little air underneath it? And it's just a tough thing for a quarterback to be able to do, but over time, you see they have less and less mishaps like that.
And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own great field position. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Finds a spot in the middle. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
Man, it has got to be so rewarding as an offensive coordinator when your play call perfectly counters the defense's call, and that's exactly what we saw there. That play targeted the coverage's biggest weak spot, and it led to a wide-open receiver.
And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that, no gain on the play. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. Back to throw, it's Hillstead. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play.
That's a heads-up decision by the quarterback there. You want to throw a touchdown, but if it's not there, just throw it away, and now we got third.
Wants to throw for it on third and goal. Quarterback moving. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
All right, nice job, defense. Backs against the wall. You did your job setting up fourth down. Just be careful, though, because this is a team that's shown they can fake field goals. Your guys have to be alert.
And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And this one shouldn't be too taxing, a 23-yard try. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, we've got a final in a game that just wrapped up here in the SEC. Georgia was like a 65-man mute button. They went on the road and silenced one of the most vocal crowds in football. And it's clear this Dogs team has adopted the mantra, let your play do the talking. Sure happened today. Always interesting to see good SEC teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Crosses to 40. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46. Big play like that to open a drive just builds the confidence. Now first down from the 46. Looking downfield, it's Dampier. Quick completion on the out. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Looking to throw on first down. The screen, and watch out. Finds a crease at the 20. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
On the run from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. These teams putting up some early points, and now they have it back up 10-7. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Unloads to the wide out. It's complete. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
He's out of bounds after the good pickup, and what a way to end the first period. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Off play action on first down. And the defense making a play and getting a hand on that pass.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's like a pinball with attitude out there, hammering ahead to the 30.
A lot of times it's hard to see those linebackers coming down late and blitzing through a gap. The offense did a really nice job getting a hat on a hat, blocking up front so the running back could get some positive yards.
Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on third down. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. He'll bring it out. It's Hampton. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air, it's Dampier. Trying to get behind the defense. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Alabama pushing the tempo.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on third down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. Finds his man. It's Williams. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now second down. Off the play fake. Throws toward the end zone. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
You see them there taking a shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Fires to the wideout. Mason Graham ready for the first down. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they got it on the 22. Alabama comes to the line with first and 10. They're going to run it.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
Scanning the field, it's Dampier. Right down the middle. Got it! Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
And guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a lead? They have a chance to do it here. And a chance to really carry momentum with them into the locker room if they can take the lead here. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Setting up for the extra point that would put them on top. And the extra point gives them the lead at 14-13. What a run for this playmaker to just elude the defense and get in for the score.
And I tell you what, defensively, you can't let this guy get on the edges. You cannot give up contain. When you're defensive ends, you got to stay outside. You got to make sure you know this guy's going to scramble and try to make plays, and you got to make sure you keep him in the pocket.
And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, he'll throw it. Under fire! And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
Now the play fake. That internal clock just didn't move fast enough, and they get him for a safety. And they'll set up for the free kick from their own 20.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Making side adjustments here. To the air, it's Dampier. Quickly.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Looking to go up top in times, running out in the half. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. To the air on first down. Finds his man. It's Williams. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. Lost to fire on second down. Using his legs to buy some time. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. The snap sets up to throw. Looking to scramble. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now. Just enough time for one final play in this half. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Alabama! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Provo. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true three-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball, he is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, let's send it back to our broadcast team inside LaVell Edwards Stadium.
Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success, and so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. When you play at a place like Alabama, you have to live up to the legacy of the Jonathan Allens, the Deron Payne. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack.
You have to imagine the game plan in the second half. Being down, I got to come out and throw the football successfully, but how about this offensive line? They don't do their job. They don't protect their guy, and the defense setting the tone right out the gate.
And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw, it's Dampier. Grabbed behind the line, it's Edwards. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Makes it past the marker. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
Makes the grab. It's Williams. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around, different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really good job spreading the ball around, and he's human. He finally missed.
Got it! They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1. How valuable is a tight end in the red area? Now they're set up with a first and goal.
I love it. Find the big fella down in the red area. Big target, works the middle of the field, easier throws. Nice job by this offense, keeping it very simple.
Hauls it in, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown Tide. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air. And this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Looking downfield, it's Hillstead. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Running to the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Going to take a shot. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag down on the play. Let's see what that's about.
Illegal forward pass.
You can't do that. An illegal forward pass will cost the offense 5 yards. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Off play action. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing, even when he's...
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He'll try to take it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And how about this defense, man? You talk about providing a spark and some energy. They make the big interception. I think most importantly, Jesse, set their offense up in ridiculous field position.
And that's one thing that...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cougar! Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Their lead is down to 10. It's moments like this you start to feel a little bit of heat to put points on the board. Running behind that left side. He'll step out of bounds at the 23-yard line after a productive play for this offense.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
The play-action fake. Here's a hit. Hit as he throws. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Throws to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
And that's just what this defense needed. They needed to get a stop here in the 3rd quarter. They've given up a lot of plays, a lot of points, a lot of yards. Needed to get a stop and try to get this ball back to their offense.
Might be calling a hot route. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a grab past the marker. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Looking for a crease. It's Hill. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, it's Russell. The quick out. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. After swapping into the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
They'll have to do a better job of protection this time after that third down sack set them back, but they'll go for it here. On fourth down, trying to find his man. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line. Play of the drive comes from the 41. Looking downfield on first down. Going downfield for the big play. Pulls it in down the middle. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch. Lining up from the 34 on first down. The give to the left side. Makes a man miss. A solid pickup, and he goes out of bounds at the 30. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. DB's right up on the receivers. On the run, fires downfield. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
And you race it to the house. Touchdown, BYU!
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You could tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. On the move from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Looking to pass. It's Russell. Throws to the tight end. Got him downfield. Off to the races to the right. He's at the 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Bama!
Hey, QBs love their big tight ends, and especially guys that can do such great things after the catch. He catches it. Dang, Palmer, he looks like a daggum receiver after he catches the football.
What a matchup nightmare, too, man. I mean, he's just too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. If I'm this QB, I'm looking that guy's way a lot more often in this one.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Conference USA action right now, fellas. Wait till you see how things are playing out. Illinois is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Jeff George should never be counted out of any game. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to UTEP. Conference USA tends to make its presence felt, and we'll circle back with any big changes, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Bachmeier. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. BYU lines up quickly.
Well, that last play is a beautiful start to this drive. You've got some work to do here. You've got some mountain you've still got to climb if you're going to win this game. A couple minutes left. You've got the horses to get you there, but it's all about getting the drive started with a positive play. They found that on that last one.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's Hillstead. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. BYU has this offense clicking. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. The Cougars have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense.
He lobs one high down the left side. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. Touchdown, Cougar. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And that is such a backbreaker for the defense. 4th and long, they're expecting throw that time. Everybody's got their eye on the QB, and still somehow they let the guy get in behind him for the long touchdown. That simply cannot happen.
Lining up for the PAT. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes that Alabama offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. This game is so close to being salted away if the offense can just run out the clock. Smart move to keep it on the ground. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for him.
We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. It is deafening in here, soaked in noise as BYU tries to get a stop on third down. He wants to change this route. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Got it in the middle, it's Horton. Running wide open down the gut of the field. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Lacey. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Well, the last time they had it, the long field didn't bother them in the least, and they'll try to do it again. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Unloads to the right. And that one goes incomplete, but there is a penalty flag, and they might have gotten him for OPI. A penalty on the play, and it looks like offensive pass interference. Here's the handoff. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Looking to throw, it's Hillstead. That's caught. It's Bachmeier. Brought down at the 26 after a 15-yard pickup. Defense not showing press coverage. Wants to go up top on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Looking to fire. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, obviously. After that incompletion, now setting up third down, you still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. On fourth down, looking to pass. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he gets enough to move the chains and then slides to a stop. They convert the fourth down, but back to the line with no time to waste. Catch in the middle, it's Callahan. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Back to pass on second down. Good timing on the quick out. Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left. BYU with the first and 10. Looking to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Behind the chains now on second and long. Corners are going to bail. Back to throw. It's Hillstead. Fires to the wideout. Holds it in. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. And the rush will get to him at the 25. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds.
Timeout, Alabama.
And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Going to swing it on second down. Fires deep toward the end zone. And the pass is incomplete. They were going for the fabulous parting gift, but instead will just go home with a loss. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this is